turn my back, you laughing.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of... the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. But it's brought in by Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
And to give this time to the tailback. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
He's not going to get me.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Check Mike, man, not. We ain't giving him nothing to do. Pistol. Check Mike, man, not.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Alert! 55, Mike, 55.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Mayfield's pass intended for Terry Godwin. Incomplete. A gain on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
X3, 218, chop.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
3rd and long.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Give me that
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 27, Mayfield, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Regular.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. There's Foreman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Foreman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
Check. 53. Go. Switch. Half 85. General West.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman able to slither by. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
53's a mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, box truck.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. A carry for Foreman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First down, Pittsburgh.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pick up the ball. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Mike, 53.
And here's Allen throwing again. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Brings up third down.
The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let's go, baby.
First down, Steelers.
Right back to him on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Browns drive about to get started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 4.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Real. He's coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Alert! Hurry! Watch the twist! Check Mike,
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He wasn't ready!
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
It's 3
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Let's go. 319. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the out.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Run.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Check 9. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They run right side with Hunt. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, alert!
On second down, it's Hunt, and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tackles. Middle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 56, 56.
Now Allen. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check. Check. 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Monday. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Check. 55. Pistol. I got it. Switch.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Mike 55.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, alert 33. 55, my God, 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the slip. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get this, get this. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm scared. Hey, Haywood. Mike 55, Mike 55. Up, Mike 55.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check, 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 check.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third down and 6.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First down, Steelers.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Give me some. Give me some.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, baby, all day.
Now a handoff looking right. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Check. 53, Mike. Hey, tight. Tight down. There you go. Tight dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go! Too little, Cap. Mike 55! Mike 55! Let's put him on the buses.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let him know. Regular.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Run. 55. Hurry! Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Real. Watch 55. Bravo. Watch the twist.
Now Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Hurry! Hey, alert 33. I got it.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They've still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
They're going to try and run for it. And, he stopped short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. A harsh way to lose this when the comeback bid there at the very end, falling just a little bit short. Probably had the play they wanted dialed up but couldn't convert.
And that's always where it's difficult because they had no choice here. It wasn't a decision to kick it and go to overtime or anything like that. No, they had to go for 2 to try and tie it up and get to overtime. They had their play dialed up, didn't get it done, and that's really tough because in today's NFL, you have a bigger list of 2-point conversion type plays, and you actually work on it during the week in practice. As you noted, they just didn't convert there.
So for Pittsburgh, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's loss number 3 for them on the year, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more resto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score.
the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards.